I've always appreciated the way you do things here. A lot of auction houses these days play things so cloak and dagger that you can barely see what you're bidding on through the fog machines. I appreciate the pageantry as much as the next person, but it's worthless if there isn't a solid product behind it. You, on the other hand, have the perfect mix of smoke, mirrors, and magnifying glasses. It's what makes you so much more reputable than your competitors. Honestly, if one of them was advertising something like this, I wouldn't even bother showing up. Ooh, now that is pageantry. You have such an eye for display. Do you mind if I look for a bit? It's quite the view. Thanks. Opening's in an hour, right? I'll see you then. Say hello to your brother for me. Hmm. Damn. I knew what to expect, but still. They have you looking absolutely mouth-watering, Cupcake. You don't mind if I snap a few pictures, do you? My collection could do with a bit of expanding. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't mind. You're thralled so deep you'd probably show us comatose on a brain scan. You really got yourself in deep shit this time, didn't you, Hunter? I can't believe it, but I'm actually surprised. Sure, you stumble headfirst through red flags all the time, but you've always been so good at squirming your way out of tight spots. I didn't think I'd actually ever see you this helpless. Well, I've seen you this helpless once before. And I took photos then, too. Any idiot would have known that taking credit for killing the Marquise would paint a target on their back. But you just couldn't let the blame fall on someone else's shoulders, could you? You're too damn noble. And it landed you here, to be sold off to the highest bidder. Life's a bitch. These pictures are gorgeous, though. Probably be rude to look at them while I'm feeding on someone else. In any case, there's still a flicker of consciousness somewhere in your head, and I'm sure that that little bit of consciousness is hoping I'm here to break you out. But I'd recommend abandoning that hope. For one thing, I value my relationship with the Primrose siblings. There's a reason they give me a call when they pick up something as fine as you. I'm a regular customer. I get all the best goodies here. For another thing, even if I did think you were more valuable than my reputation, I couldn't get you out. The black market can get ugly. So, unbreakable circles are pretty much standard. You're not leaving until you've been sold off. And there isn't a thing anyone can do about it. Not even the Primroses themselves. There'll be a bunch of buzz when you're put on the auction block. Hunters are always popular. There's something so satisfying about turning the tables on you. And the bloodlust always gets the crowd riled up. I saw a few high rollers on the way in. There's a bidding war over you, and there is going to be. Prices are going to get pretty steep. And to be honest, Cupcake, I'm not sure how much I'm willing to spend on you. Sure, we have our history, and that has its own value, but these things can get nasty, and you might not be worth it. Though, if Evans gets his hands on you instead of me, I'm going to lose it. The bastard wouldn't even savor you. This is just a status thing for him. I never thought I'd miss that smart mouth of yours. But I'll be honest, having a one-sided conversation is getting pretty sad. I enjoy playing with my food as much as the next vampire, but it's not fun if you're not aware enough to squirm under the intention. Can't just leave, though. This might be my last time seeing you. Even if I do manage to snap you up, there's no guarantee of safety. You know that, right? Somewhere in there, every time the price goes up, I have much more incentive to get my money's worth out of you. I know how to make a human last. I could bleed you for months before I finish you off. And you'd probably find that a fate far worse than death. Still nothing, huh? Not even the slightest flicker of fear. Your heart won't even skip a single beat for me. Such a tease, Cupcake. If this really is our last meeting, I'd just like to say, I'm going to miss you. You've been entertaining, even if you've always been a pain in the ass. Not to mention you're tasty as hell. I wonder if they've got your car. They usually include a hunter's equipment when they auction one off. But that clunker is not fitting in here, and I'm not sure that anyone would want it. Could be fun to ask, though, but it smells like you in there. Could just imagine hotboxing myself with your scent before biting you in the back seat. It would be uncomfortable as hell, but it'd be worth it. Really is a curse, liking my meals feisty. It'll probably get me killed someday. Not by you, of course. Odds are you won't last the night, but someone. I just hope it won't be anytime soon. I'm enjoying myself. You weren't going to live that long anyway. Hunters never do. Consequences of the lifestyle, Cupcake. At least you're going out with a bang. This is probably one of the flashier ways you could make an exit. Aside from a heroic sacrifice involving bombs and a flamethrower. I'm not sure you could do much better. Not that I imagine that is comforting to you. I don't think... No, I know. I've never asked what you wanted to do with your life. If you thought you'd survive this. Some hunters actually believe they'll be able to retire someday. Have 2.5 kids and a white picket fence. Not a lot, but you've always been stubborn and stupidly optimistic. Maybe you're one of them. Guess I'll never know. Damn, just made myself sad. Alright, that's enough wallowing. I'm heading out. I've got my pictures, I said my goodbyes, and we've both got reasonable expectations going into this thing. The only thing hanging around any longer is going to do is work up my appetite. And trust me, it's already plenty worked up. I wish you luck, Cupcake. But let's be realistic here. There's no good outcome for you. All you can really hope for is a quick death. And I'm not sure you can hope for much of anything with how your brain is. Well, maybe I'll do it anyway. For old time's sake. Good luck, Cupcake. Another one down. Once more, I'm recording this after the fact. It's 10 a.m. This video is going up for patrons in 2 hours. But I don't feel good. Surprise, surprise, I don't feel good again. This one is entirely my fault, though. I forgot to take my medication. And, that's kind of important. So now everything hurts and I'm nauseous and I feel like crap. Because, yeah, that's kind of the point of the medication is I'm supposed to take it. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That's the conclusion to this. But, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this series. Like, it's all recorded ahead of time, which is nice for me. I think I'm up to part 6. I'm gonna double check that because I want to see what part am I on. Yeah, I'm up to part 6. So yeah, this was already like edited and done because it's summer, so I'm not going to classes right now. So I feel very unproductive. So I've just been editing and recording stuff. But yeah, so I've been having way too much fun with this, and I've mentioned before, I think I mentioned it in the first episode of this, but, the first time I ever saw this script was because a male VA I watch recorded it, because the script is A4A, and I'm having so much fun with it, because it's just like, oh, hey, I remember how this other person said that. So good. But, yeah, that's about all I have to say this time. Thank you to my patrons, Phase 1, I feel like I stutter on Phase's name more than any other name I've ever said. Phase 1 Foam YT and Stone_5. I feel bad. I always stutter on Phase's name. I feel so bad. Anyway, thank you for joining my Patreon. You guys are great. That's all I really have this week. I will see you next week. Love you. Bye-bye. Mwah.